Happy New Year, everyone. I'm Allie J, back with you for One Shot, and I have a new co-host.
My name's David Toms, and I'm glad to be here and meet you all.
It's great to have him here with me on this show, and I hope that you are able to get some encouragement and be blessed by the things that we talk about. And today we've got a couple things to talk about, right?
Yeah.
So I know in our we went live, it was New Year's Eve, and we were encouraging people to be encouraged for the new year and what they can look forward to and the positive things that they can take from 2023. But I know there are a lot of things that have happened in 2023 that are also not the most encouraging, whether that's losing a loved one, or maybe you lost your job, or maybe you've been through some major trials in life, whether it's physically. There's a lot of things that can happen and can get us down, right?
Yeah, quite a lot.
So I just wanted to encourage you if you have lost a loved one. I know I've lost some friends and some family members over the last couple of years, and it is very hard. It is very hard to know what the Lord is doing, how He's going to use those things. And I just want to read this one verse for you from Luke 6:21. It says, "Blessed are you who are hungry now, for you will be satisfied. Blessed are you who weep now, for you will laugh." And it's interesting how Jesus is saying that if we are mourning and we are weeping, that it's not going to last forever. And sometimes we don't see how that's going to go away, but it says right there, we are going to laugh again. And that's really encouraging to me when I think about the people that I've lost over the last couple of years, and you start to think, well, how am I ever going to get by this? But what's another way that people can be encouraged from the Word of God?
I believe it's the one verse in Hebrews that He, meaning Jesus, will never leave us nor forsake us. Now, I want to go into a little bit of the Greek with that. When it says He will never leave us, in the Greek it goes, He will no, not never, which is a negative. But when it is translated into the Greek, that means it is a positive. So He is really saying, I will no, not never, ever, ever leave you. I will no, not ever forsake you. That is a hope that we have, that Jesus is telling us we're His. He's not going to leave us if we mess up and sin. He'll always take us back, because that's what He came for, to save us.
We can rest on that promise that He will never leave us. He will never forsake us. Or as David said, He will never, 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 never leave us.
Yes.
I like that analogy there. And so I just wanted to encourage you. I know I have some friends that have lost loved ones over the last year, and I just wanted to say that, we continue to pray for those who are mourning, for those who are dealing with those things. And I'm amazed at how much time has passed since a friend of mine passed away. If you remember from my very first podcast, I talked about a friend of mine that passed away, and I really think a lot about his family and his friends that are still dealing with the things that come along with that.
Yeah.
So I didn't want people to feel like I was being insensitive in our New Year's live thing. For me personally, I like to try and look at the positive things of life, and sometimes I can get so wrapped up in what's going on and thinking about and trying to not forget about the negative things, but trying to keep them
on the positive side.
Yeah. So if anybody was watching that video, I do apologize if that came across as kind of insensitive. We weren't just trying to tell you to forget about everything and move on. We were just trying to encourage you to think about the positive things that have happened in 2023 and focus on those as you go into 2024. But not forget about the other things that have happened in life, because it's good to remember. It's good to remember the things of the past, but you don't want to dwell on them, that they become your future. If that
Correct,
makes sense.
but we also should learn from the past too.
Yep. So anyway, just wanted to share a little bit about that. And I am excited, as I said before, to have David here with me. I think he's going to bring a lot of insight to some things, and we have some other things that we want to talk about. First, I'm going to show you a video that I made. A friend of mine runs a bowling alley here in Central PA. So for those of you who are wondering, we had someone ask a question, where exactly are you located? Because when David was talking about moving back to this area, somebody asked the question, where exactly is this area? So as you can probably see on my shirt, it says Pennsylvania. We're not in Valley Forge. Valley Forge is about 3 hours southeast of here. And so 2.5 to 3 hours southeast of here. We are in Central PA. Central PA. I'm actually from a little town called Mifflinburg, but we film here in a little town called Middleburg. So it's all in the central Susquehanna Valley area, just to kind of give you an idea of where we are filming from. So if you hear us talking about this area,
You'll know what it is.
yeah. So, but we want to thank everyone who's been watching and that has watched the videos. And we are at 99 subscribers, and I'm really excited. Maybe by the time this video gets out, maybe we'll have hit 100, but that's a big milestone considering when I started this podcast, I only had around 60 some subscribers, I think. And now we're about to hit the 100 mark. So I'm excited for that. And I want to thank everybody who's been subscribing and watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share these videos. But kind of went off on a rabbit trail there.
Yeah.
But so I made a video for a friend of mine. She runs a bowling alley in Lewisburg, PA, which is kind of an adjoining, not really adjoining, but
Borough?
it's so like we're in Middleburg. I live in Mifflinburg, Lewisburg. It's kind of like a triangle. So you have like Mifflinburg, Middleburg, and Lewisburg in a triangle, and they're all about the same distance from each other. So Lewisburg, there's a bowling alley called Lewisburg Lanes, and I bowl there. I usually bowl every other Monday night, but if I have to sub for somebody on my team, then I'll bowl every Monday night. But I was talking with the lady who runs the bowling alley, and she was interested in getting the bowling alley out there because she refers to it as the best kept secret in Lewisburg.
Oh, okay.
Because the bowling alley is actually adjoined to the Legion building in Lewisburg. For those of you who are familiar with Lewisburg, maybe you're not familiar with Lewisburg, there is a car dealership called Fairfield, and then right behind Fairfield is a Legion. And the bowling alley is adjoined to that, and it's down in the basement of the Legion building. So it's kind of tucked away, and it's been like that for years. But she is trying to get the name out there, get more people to come out, draw more business. And so I wanted to help her out, and I offered to have her on the podcast. And it kind of turned into more of a promo video, I guess you could call it, rather than an interview. Because not everybody's up for doing interviews. Not everybody likes doing interviews. So it just kind of turned into more of a promo video, which I was excited about because it kind of helps to show people Lewisburg Lanes and show what it has to offer. So I'm going to show that video to you right now, and we'll come back and we'll talk about it a little bit more.
I'm Stacy, and I would like to introduce Lewisburg Lanes. Located at 127 Buffalo Road in Lewisburg, it is the best kept secret in town. I say that because it's been in operation for 40 plus years, and every day somebody tells me they never knew this was here. So we have a very retro 8-lane bowling alley. We have multiple leagues. We have a kids league all the way up to senior citizen leagues, morning leagues, evening leagues, Saturday junior bowling league. Lewisburg High School does their bowling program through here. I have a Special Olympics group that comes in every Friday night to practice for their bowling event. I have open bowling Fridays and Saturdays from 3 to 11, Sundays from 12:30 to 4. I don't know, what do you like about Lewisburg Lanes?
There's crazy girls at the Lewisburg Legion Lanes, and we just love having fun. We don't take this seriously.
There you go.
My dad is Larry Andrews. He's been here for almost 40 years, and he does everything. Everything from building shelves for the balls, to all the mechanical work in the back with the machines, to the lane work, to the electric. He does everything. So it's a very family-owned business. He owns it, and I work here. It's just the two of us. And one of the things I hear all the time is it's very clean. That's because my dad's meticulous. I would just like everybody to know that we're here. It's very friendly. There's no drinking during open bowling. Kids grow up here. My daughter grew up here, and now my grandkids are growing up here. So anytime you just need some place to do something, we're the place.
So, David, do you think that Lewisburg Lanes looks like a good place to go bowl?
Yeah, it seems like that'd be a very fun, relaxing place to go bowling with friends or family.
Yeah, it's really small, it's quiet, and it's not like, I mean, I like big bowling alleys too, but the nice, it's a more homey atmosphere, and you just, like she said, it's very family friendly oriented, and it's a very nice place to go if you're just looking for something to do and have fun.
Yeah, so if you all are in the area, you should head out there to have a good time.
Yeah, fill up the 8 lanes. Let's get some business going there at Lewisburg Lanes. So, yeah, go check it out if you're in this area. And I'll put the phone number up on the screen. So if you're interested in calling, making reservations, or doing whatever, just please don't call. And if you're out in some other state and just want to ask questions or whatever, I don't know if that's really the best thing to do.
Yeah, that wouldn't be appropriate.
So, yeah. So anyway, so David, you wanted to mention something about The Chosen. What's going on with The Chosen? What was this news that you heard?
One thing that I heard in February, season 4 is coming out. And
cool.
I really liked the other 3 seasons. And I think the 4th season is going to be even better.
Have you heard have they said much about what it's going to be about, or?
No, I really haven't heard what it's going to be about.
Okay. So it's going to be a surprise. Maybe for some.
Yes.
There might be some rumors and other things going on out there of what it's going to be about, or maybe they've given hints at different things. But yeah, so be sure to check out the new season of The Chosen. I am still behind on that show, but I am planning to watch it so I can watch the new season. So yeah, I know a lot of the new TV shows are actually starting up in February. It's interesting that they are not bringing out the new season till February, even though they filmed it a while ago. Even during the writer's strike, they were
filming,
and the actor's strike, they were still filming. But I guess they just decided to wait till everybody else was bringing shows out
to bring theirs out.
Because I know a lot of the primetime shows are starting back up beginning of February, and some maybe the end of January. I don't know. But yeah, I think it's going to be interesting because of that big, huge gap that there was between all the TV shows.
Yeah.
Except for reality TV shows, which I'm not a big fan of.
No, neither am I.
I'd rather watch the dramas. Oh, yeah. Well, I want to thank you so much for joining us here on One Shot. It's great to be back. The first episode of the new year, the first full episode. If you haven't gotten to watch our live feed that we did back on New Year's Eve, you feel free to go back and watch it. And I think I think that's about it for today. I think we got everything covered that we wanted to.
Yeah, I think so. So if you all would just hit like and subscribe, we'd appreciate that.
So on the next episode of One Shot, I'm going to have a special guest who builds banjos. And you'll learn more about him and how those came to be. And just a quick story is I met him because I sold him one of my guitars. And he wanted to cut a hole in the guitar to put a goat skin resonator on it. And he was going to make a banjo out of it. And my guitar was damaged, so he was able to take my guitar, fix it up, because he does woodworking. He's also a shop teacher at the local school in the one town here in Central PA. And so he knew and had all the skills to be able to do that, and it was really cool. And so I asked him if he would be interested in coming on the show.
Oh, okay.
And so he has agreed, and we're planning to do an interview, and he's going to show you some of his banjos that he's built. So we'll save that for a surprise. If you want to get a sneak peek of what he does, of one of his banjos, go back and watch the What Child Is This video on this page. And he actually has one of his banjos that he built on that video. And you can see it at the very beginning. So you want to close us out, David?
Yeah, sure. Hey, just y'all remember to hit like and subscribe for us. And I want to remind y'all, keep trusting in Jesus. Thank you for watching this show, and we'll see you next week.
Lord bless you. Have a great week, and we'll see you next time.
See y'all.